The particular focus today is the interaction, I think, between technology and the rapidly evolving pace of technology and a very, very old activity, which is gambling.
It changed the way that people were being educated about enjoying their experience. And you made some comments in your opening remarks. It's almost, without us knowing it, redefined what is the normal way of integrating into how you enjoy your sport. And I think this is one of those issues where the challenge ultimately for all of us is to try and get ahead of the game.
I think it has become socially accepted amongst players, and I mean there's a lot of support and structure around players nowadays, and the support's there for them to seek help, and we certainly encourage them to do that. But I think the next step is to look in the environments in which they work and shift attitudes and behaviours towards gambling, and actually aim or focus more on prevention.
We've got a responsibility, as Ian said, to the community. We see the opportunity for professional sporting clubs to provide good leadership in areas like public health, and this is a public health issue, as well as a sort of a social justice issue, I guess. And it's, as you've alluded to in a number of your remarks, it's burgeoning as a problem. It is possible to gamble safely.
And so when we talk about this issue around sport and gambling, when we think about the gambling industry as researchers, we actually think about four players. We think about the wagering industry itself, we think about sporting organisations, we think about broadcasters and their responsibility in terms of where they agree to have these ads during the sporting matches or during broadcasts, and we also think about government and what they can do to better protect the public from some of the things that we're starting to see.
I think we need to be really sophisticated in the conversation that we have, and we need to come from a position where all the facts are correct.
One of the things that teenagers love doing is taking risks, so this directly ties into that. The other thing they love is to be accepted by their peers, and this is a peer activity. So for me, it's a real danger.
We really need to focus on the messages that we're pushing through, and that's something that the industry is conscious of, and we are working, well, we want to work with people such as Samantha to try and figure out what is the I guess, appropriate standard.
We have to look back at making sure that we don't go overboard and say we've got to eradicate gambling, and that's not what we're up here for. But in saying all that, it has to be responsible. And when you look at the proliferation of the ads, and then they come back and they say, but please always remember, gamble responsibly. I think we have to look back at that and say, really look at it and say, is this just a throwaway line, or are they actually doing something about it?
It is a complex topic, it's a complex issue. We are in an unprecedented environment where through technology, gambling access is unprecedented. The level of promotion and advertising is unprecedented. And the convergence of sport and gambling, I think, is unprecedented. And I think what's been mentioned and highlighted, we don't yet know what is the impact to future generations of children.